I'm going to carry this with me the rest of my life, and so every day is a matter of putting one foot in front of the next. It was always silent. He was always under the influence. One of my memories that will stay with me probably the rest of my life is his breath and my taste of the alcohol that was on his lips. I count 15 in total between St. George's, Mount Calvary, and Mercyhurst College. I'm going to take a breath. Some of my earliest memories, some of my first memories were of knowing and interacting with the priests around church. Growing up, we lived 2 blocks from St. George's Church in southern Erie in Mill Creek Township, and it was natural for us kids in the neighborhood to meet up around the church. It had a huge parking lot. It was a great place to ride bikes or play kickball or do different things like that. And Mom, with her background, loved the fact that her youngest boy was playing around church. And so even from my earliest recollection, the priests were part of our neighborhood family in a certain sense, as were the nuns, because the church had a convent. On almost a daily basis, I was interacting with the priests. And most of those interactions were very positive. But Monsignor Daniel J. Martin was the pastor of St. George's, and he took an interest in me from the time I think I was 5 years old. I can remember him calling me Butch and patting me on the head, giving me special attention on the way out of Mass on Sunday. And most of that to me back then seemed very innocent. I had no idea that it was anything but wholesome. But it's clear to me now, looking back on what ultimately happened to me, that was grooming. That was a grooming behavior, that the priest who ended up molesting me in high school, he was trying to get in with me. He was trying to know as much about me as possible. In 2010, I told Bishop Donald Troutman, who's now the retired Bishop of Erie, that Father Martin had molested me. He asked me, how many times did it happen? That was his first question. I said, it happened 15 times. His reaction to me, without missing a beat, and it's shocking, was, oh, thank God. And I was just dumbfounded when he said that to me. I was flabbergasted. And I said, what could you possibly mean by that? And he said, I don't mean to diminish what happened to you, but Jim, you're lucky. Most people, most victims, it happens to them much more than that, many more times than that. The only thing I can think is that he wasn't surprised because he already knew about Father Martin. The church that I thought that I was buying into is not what it presents itself to be. And I don't think, if Christ were to return today, I don't think he would recognize this church, this Catholic Church, by the manner of its dress, by the manner of its structure, by the violence that it gave cover to as children were being violated. And I don't see how the church has a moral voice today.